when Mandela came out of, when he came to power, his first problem he encountered, one of the first problems, not the first, one of the first problems he encountered was the fear which one part of the Afrikaners felt. They feared losing land. You know that the Afrikaners are people of the land of agriculture and so on, and they didn't have enough land. If they had to really redistribute the land with the majority now, it caused problems. And so this is something which Mandela had to solve, and he thought that he could get a hand in Mozambique to help him to solve this problem. And we did. We created conditions for the Afrikaners to come here. There was a leader of the Afrikaners who was General Viljoen, who had fought against us, well, in Angola, in Mozambique, and so on. And he was the head of this, let's say, some sort of cooperatives there. And Mandela sent him to me and to talk to me, and we talked, we shook hands, and his expression actually, this General Viljoen said, well, you are a good general because I did not defeat you. I was a good general because you did not defeat me. So, but now we have to be on the same side to bring good things for our two countries. If we agree in these terms, we shake hands, and this is the signature among the Afrikaners. The way of signing is by handshake. And we shook hands, and the project started, but some other forces were not very much agreeable with this, and Mandela had some problem of getting the financing quickly because the South African side had to subsidize some farmers in Mozambique, because what we did was to create also a group of Mozambican, an association of farmers in Mozambique, and an association of farmers in South Africa, for them to have a joint program in Mozambique. And this program was taken up to the Niassa province, where we provided land and a few infrastructure were built. I don't know whether some of these Afrikaners are still there, but because of the condition of roads and so on, things didn't go fast. Why did we go to Niassa? It's because there's more land, less population, the land is fertile, more water than what some of the farmers from South Africa wanted to farm nearby. But well, that program was not in vain, because many South Africans are farming in Mozambique. Some Afrikaners came to settle here, and they're farming. So it's something which we did together. But we worked in many other things. It was on the time of Mandela when we started building this corridor, Maputo corridor, with a highway which goes from join the two countries. And it was on the time of Mandela that we started discussing about the Mozal and about the gas in the south of Mozambique, in the Inhambane province. It was in this time, although many of the things were concluded in the time of President Mbeki. And it was in the time of Mandela when we started discussing about the spatial development zones. Spatial, so it's spaces for common development, namely the Libombo area of development, which comprises South Africa, Mozambique, and Mozambique and Swaziland, Mozambique, Swaziland, and South Africa. It was on the time of Mandela when we start discussing about joining the Kruger Park to the parks of Mozambique to create the Great Limpopo, although the treaty was signed on the period of President Mbeki. It was on time of Mandela that we decided that we should have regular meetings and frequent meetings between the two governments. Two delegations and were on standby to meet all the time, at least 4 times per year, to exchange views and so on. And that's when we started discussing about the need of a common border and to bring the countries closer to each other. So there are many things. And in SADC also we discussed, and Mandela had to take the place left by Mwalimu Nyerere in trying to search for peace in Burundi. Yeah, so we worked again together in this, and you cannot name it, and there are many occasions where we met. It was not a long period, but because he stayed only 5 years in power, but after that we created the forum for former heads of state and government, an initiative which I had, and I communicated to him, and he accepted to participate in the first constitutive meeting, although he was not feeling so well now, but he participated in that constitutive meeting. He became a member of this, and he made the speeches at the opening session, the inauguration of this forum. And so, he had full respect for me, although I tried to reverse things because of his age and his intellectuality. I recognized him as a senior, but he would refuse this treatment. He would want to be lower than me, much lower. So when I found him sitting somewhere, he would not allow me to greet him while he's sitting. He would have to stand up, and he would treat me as my president. Yes, my president. Welcome, my president. Yeah. He, of course, in his private life also, he associated me with it when he started coming closer to Graça Machel, who became his wife. And the first days he approached me to inform me about this intention and so on, respecting the fact that I was head of state, but also the African tradition. He thought that, there should be a family to be talked to before they proceeded. So it's just a symbolic thing. Well, so we had some good moments.